fee though. What's the actual bill?
But that's what Steve's saying, for the last few months, it's also been $2,600.
It's been $2,600, and that's what I'm concerned about. Is
Even
there
before
a
that,
fee
though.
that's added to those other bills, and our actual usage is still consistent, so we gotta really look at that.
Actual water charge for last month was $1,169.
Plus all the taxes, right?
Then the taxes are roughly $220.
13,
So-
1320, 1340.
That makes me feel a little better, but
And
So we
then
had a couple bad months.
the capital,
Yeah,
No.
the capital impact fee,
Well,
water,
You know what, Steve? That one with the bill before this one may have been that pipe that bursts on that side that was throwing water everywhere from the standpipe.
we'll have to
The
look
amount
at
of water that came out of that pipe.
it. Yeah, but how long?
That may have been the leak.
How
That's
long?
a big pipe.
and we can get credit for that
But
too.
to fill up
Yeah,
my
once we
pool
get
in my
it.
house is like $350, and that would have filled my pool a couple times.
Well, that's not $9,000 or so dollars, but it did not include permits. We're hanging out there right now because all this work's been done.
That was to replace pipe from end to end too, not
Correct.
just to make a
So I'm going to cover that later.
I think we should make a
I'm
repair.
estimating it's about $20,000 to do that repair, because it did not include, even that bid that Ace Fire Sprinklers sent us, did not include excavation and did not include covering it back up. All it was replacing a line. So 20 may be a little low, but I'm trying to be a little conservative.
And if you are pulling it up, you should replace the line because those lines are so old that if you would put a patch
Oh,
on
yeah.
it,
No,
it's
we're
going
not-
to blow
we're not gonna
again.
patch.
We don't want to
Yeah.
patch.
Because we'll just
No, I
get
thought I
our
just heard you
holes
say, I
up.
think we should make a repair, and I was like,
No, no.
You don't wanna
When I said
repair-
repair, I want to repair it from the
End to
east end of the
end.
building to the west
Yeah.
end of the
Okay.
building.
Landscaping is pretty much a no-brainer. Landscaping runs us, let's see, I forget how much it is a month.
$525.
$525 a month, so, anyway, that's pretty self-explanatory. Building maintenance contracts, the air conditioning chiller maintenance, we have a contract with Cool Breeze now, and that is $180 a month. The elevator maintenance, we've got quarterly maintenance with Schindler. I'm hoping that all the repairs that we made last year with all new governors and so forth
Will last us.
will get us through this year, because I only accounted for the $1,917.54 quarterly to cover that. Extermination is consistent. That one is $160 a month. Pool maintenance, I don't know why pool maintenance was so high last year,
It
but
should run us about 150.
yeah, pool maintenance is $150 a month, and then I think I added a little bit more for repairs.
Or chemicals.
We've spent quite a bit in pool maintenance
Or chemicals.
recently too, with a heater and all that stuff, so. Trash and garbage, I just couldn't see how we could reduce trash and garbage. I don't think we want to have any shorter cycles. We don't want that garbage sitting here any longer than it already does.
Now, you understand there has been no cuts in the garbage pickup.
Well,
they quit showing up on Saturdays for a
Yes,
while.
yes, they have, definitely.
They should not have. That's not been anything that...
Garbage room is full on the
but see,
weekends.
here's
And
the
it's all
problem.
backed up,
Our
so
proposed budget only has 10,000 in it. So
something was going to
where
be
the
cut.
heck are we going to get the money to pay for trash? Anyway.
The only way
We
you can
paid
cut expenses is pickup.
$2,274 last year. I figure at the monthly rate of, let's see, where do I have that? $1,700 a month it costs us. $20,400 is what we're covering. Janitorial, that's a new line item. We're paying, come on, battery, that's why.
Damn iMac.
Janitorial is a new line item. And it, that, I haven't seen the final contract numbers, but
It's
I
$21.85 a
understand
month.
it's $23,000.
It's $21.85 a month times 24, or times 12. I'm sorry. So it's a little over that.
Okay, well, there you go. I was basing it on what I saw in QuickBooks up to date. Next one, fire prevention. A couple of these I had to guess at. Of course, fire extinguishers is a no-brainer. That's all for inspections and any other maintenance that we have. That was $572 last year actual. I'm just proposing 600. Fire alarm, same thing, that's inspection. Of course, we're going to get a new fire alarm system. Hopefully, it'll get done this year. We've got the money for it. But the annual inspection, I'm assuming that contract is $700 still, so we'll continue with 700 there. Exit signs and emergency lights, I threw in some money there just to cover it. We didn't have any expenses last year, outstanding expenses. And I think that's mainly for repairs of the exit signs. As people move in and out, they get damaged because they hang down. And so fortunately last year we didn't have that expense. Fire pump and standpipe, we've discovered that we haven't been, for years, we haven't had that thing inspected like it's supposed to be inspected. And that's just been recently done, and obviously we had a fire pump problem which caused the pipes to burst, and so we've got some major expenses there, and I'm going to go over that in a minute. So that's that. Insurance, I haven't seen a reduction.
It should have been 5,000 less right off the bat.
Well, they refunded us $5,000. Is that correct, Tom?
They refunded us $5,000
But
for
they're still
wind
bid-
mitigation, but last year, they reduced it by $5,000.
And also the mitigation report should have reduced it between 5 and 12% as well. That's why I requested a copy of the mitigation report.
We haven't seen that reduction yet. It's still
Has anybody given,
$63.86 a month.
has anybody given the mitigation report to Smith, Watson, Parker?
I've never even seen the mitigation report.
Well, it was done by Florida Commercial
I
Mitigation
know we
a month
paid for
ago.
it because it's in our
Never
books.
seen a report. The only reason I knew that we got something done is because I saw a check come in for the $5,000.
Okay, well,
Well, that was
I
supposed to
felt
reduce the bill by at least between, they said 5 and 12%.
we need to follow up on that, but I felt it was prudent to continue to fund it at the level it is now, and if we end up getting a savings, then that money will be the way we've got issues around. We'll probably spend it in some other line item that we didn't really anticipate. But
Plus your bill gets due in November again anyway, so they could increase it again at November.
payroll, obviously we don't have payroll anymore because we went with a maintenance company, so that's not accounted for. Here, this budget deficit, and I'm calling it a budget deficit transfer because we've overspent our budget by a significant amount because we didn't have it in our budget. And according to QuickBooks, I looked at all the ACE fire sprinkler charges, and they came out to $22,580 that we've spent already. That does not include the pipe repair that's in the parking lot. That's, I'm considering about 20 grand. I'm hoping we can get it at 20. It may be more.
I'm hoping less.
I don't see how. I really don't. That's a long pipe, and we spent
8,000 on just
$8,000
from there to
on the
there.
short.
On just repair,
Of course, that was
No,
copper.
that was replaced.
No, that's replaced from.
But the galvanized price wasn't that much cheaper than
The
copper.
area where it's leaking is been a patch before.
Where-
What I'm worried about, if we do a patch or
No,
something.
we're not doing a patch.
We're gonna break another
No.
part down the line.
It's not worth,
The whole
And the
pipe
patches
from
don't
there.
hold. Let's just do it right.
yeah.
The
And I'm thinking it's gonna be,
fire sprinkler.
I'm guessing 20,000, twice what this guy did. Because it didn't include excavation, and I know that's gonna be
Right.
costly.
The
And it didn't-
asphalting.
And it didn't include the patching, and it didn't include the backfilling, and it didn't include the permit. And even though I don't,
They're gonna
the
get-
county says that you need a plan and a permit for anything done over $500, you gotta have a permit. We didn't get permits for all the repairs we've done already, so we're already hanging out here. Hopefully, when we do this one, the inspector will not see the repairs that have already been made.
That, but
did we-
that
That's
could be done, is my understanding on the emergency repair, it could be done.
Well, then we'll need to do that. Hopefully it'll fit in that 20,000. On top of that, I included in this the $2,292 we spent for an electrician already.